Welcome back. Let's continue with the custom adapters. And here I need to implement the members. Or you can click on this red bulb, implement the members, and there are 4 methods to be implemented: getCount, getItem, getItemId, and getView methods. Click OK, and here we go. I implemented the 4 methods. And I need to change the constructor invocation and add this empty parenthesis. Let's start with the first method, getCount. This method returns the number of items in the data set. And here I'm passing our data set in the constructor of my custom adapter. So items.size. It's very simple. And I'll use the return statement because its returning type is an integer. This is the first method. Let's move to the second method, getItem. This method returns the data item associated with the specified position in the data set. Here its returning type is any, so return items. I need to pass the position, which is P0. You can change the name of this argument to position. It's better than P0. Items is the passed parameter and the data set for this custom adapter. The third method is getItemId. This method returns a unique identifier for the item at the specified position. You can change the name of this parameter to position, and here return position.toLong. The fourth method is a very important method, getView. This returns a view that displays the data at the specified position in the data set. This method is called by the adapter view, ListView or GridView. In this case, it's a ListView, to get a view of each item to be displayed in the UI. We have 3 parameters, P0, P1, and P2. Also, you can rename them as position, convert view, and P2 is parent. Position is a parameter indicating the position of the item within the dataset that the adapter is adapting. Convert view is a recycled view. When a view goes off screen, instead of destroying it, Android provides this view to be reused for the next item that comes on screen. If convert view is null, a new view needs to be inflated. And the parent parameter, this is a view group indicating that this view will eventually be attached to. It's often used in the layout inflation process to determine the layout parameters. So the primary purpose of getView method is to return a view that represents the data at the specified position. Let's start creating this view that we need to return, because its returning type is a view. I'll start with val inflator equals to context.getSystemService. And here I need to pass a parameter, context.layoutinflatorService, and I'll use the as layout inflator. I'm creating an instance of layout inflator class in Android. The layout inflator class is used to instantiate layout XML file into its corresponding view objects, which can then be used in the user interface. The context is a reference to the current state of the application. It provides access to application-specific resources and information about the application's environment. The context parameter is typically passed to the adapter during its initialization. Context.getSystemService, this part of code retrieves the system level service for layout inflator. The layout inflator service is a constant that represents the name of the service. And getSystemService is a method of the context class that returns the handle to a system level service. As layout inflator, the result of getSystemService is casted to layout inflator. This is necessary because getSystemService method returns a generic object, and we explicitly cast it to a specific type we want. which is layout inflator in this case. We are obtaining an instance of layout inflator from the system service, and layout inflator will be used to inflate XML to display. Inflate means display XML layouts into corresponding view objects. This is commonly used in custom adapters to create or reuse views for items in a ListView, RecyclerView, or similar UI components. So this is how we use the layout inflator in Android.